All right, let's talk about something big. What if I told you that learning a language isn't actually the point? What if it's just the key that unlocks your real global potential? That's what we're diving into today with a system called Rekouch. It's built from the ground up to help you do exactly that, hit those huge international goals you've been dreaming of.
So let me ask you, do you have one of those big, ambitious international goals? An idea you just know could make an impact on the world. But you feel stuck, right? Like there's this invisible wall just holding you back. And for so many people, that wall, that barrier, it's language.
Okay, take a look at this. Does it feel familiar? I bet it does for a lot of you. Forgetting words the moment you learn them, lacking the confidence to actually speak, having no clear path forward. And the worst one? Learning stuff in a class that has absolutely nothing to do with your real life or your job. These are super common frustrations. And honestly, they're a huge sign that the old way of doing things is just broken.
So, how do you get past all that? Well, the answer isn't just finding a slightly better language class. No way. You need a totally different way of thinking, a whole new philosophy. And that right there is the heart of what Rekouch was all about.
This is where it gets really interesting. Look at this comparison. The old school approach? It's all about becoming proficient in the language. And that's it. That's the end goal. But Rekouch completely flips that on its head. It says language isn't the finish line. It's the car. It's the tool you use to get to your real destination, which is your own growth, both personally and professionally, out there on the world stage.
And this is the absolute core of it. We're not talking about just memorizing boring vocabulary lists. Instead, you're using English to tap into the world's best knowledge. Think about it, reading the latest industry reports on AI, taking cutting-edge management courses from the best universities. You learn the language by doing, by building the exact skills you need for your career. It makes everything you learn relevant, right from the very first day.
Okay, so how does a journey like this actually start? Well, it's not with a grammar lesson, that's for sure. It starts with the most important thing, you. It all begins by creating a super personalized, long-term roadmap for your life. Get this, before you even touch a single English word, Rekouch goes deep to understand who you really are. The whole thing kicks off with an AI-powered assessment. Then you move on to some really in-depth psychometric and skills tests. And it all wraps up with a one-on-one personal interview to really map out everything. Your dreams, your fears, and those huge ambitions we talked about.
And I want to be clear, this is not your average placement test, not even close. We're talking about proven, world-class tools here. Things like Ikigai, that amazing Japanese concept for finding your purpose in life. Or Clifton Strengths, which helps you pinpoint your natural talents. And of course the MBTI to get a handle on your personality. What you get from all this is like a detailed inner map of who you are and what makes you tick.
So what's the point of all this data? This is the magic part. All of it is crunched to build a completely custom 10-year roadmap designed just for you. Think about that. Your entire language journey is then reverse engineered from your biggest goals in life. You see, you're not just learning English anymore. You're actually building a clear, strategic path to the exact future you've always wanted.
All right, with that personal roadmap locked in, the real journey can begin. And it's structured as this incredible 7-phase transformation. The inspiration for it is actually the epic migration of birds. You know that long, purposeful, and life-changing journey they take every year? It's such a powerful metaphor for what you're about to do. So here it is, the whole 7-phase migration. You can see how it's designed to take you step by step. You start with the absolute basics, building solid habits. Then you move into practical economic English, the stuff you actually use. After that, you're applying it all in simulated environments. Soon, you become an independent learner. You start tackling real management skills, and before you know it, you're in the final phase, developing that high-level strategic thinking you need to be an international leader. Each step logically builds on the one before it. It just makes sense.
Let's zoom in on where it all begins. Phase 1 is all about creating what they call the first golden triangle. It's basically 3 super powerful habits that create a rock-solid foundation. First is exposure, just immersing yourself in real English. Second is using a tool like Anki, spaced repetition, to really burn new words into your memory for good. And third is improvisation, which is key for building that real-world confidence to just talk. Put them together and you've got this awesome, sustainable learning engine.
Okay, now let's fast forward all the way to the end, the final golden triangle. This is where it all pays off. You're no longer just learning the language, you're using it for some really high-level stuff. We're talking about building your own international brand, analyzing global data to create strategy, coming up with innovative ideas for brand new markets. It's the full circle, right? From a simple personal habit all the way to making a real global impact.
So, after you've gone through all 7 of these phases, what's the ultimate result? What do you walk away with? Well, it's not some piece of paper, not a certificate. It's something so much more powerful, the actual ability to take your ideas and bring them to life. This really says it all, doesn't it? The whole system is engineered to transform you from someone who just passively learns into someone who actively creates. It gives you the language, sure, but also the skills and the strategic mind to actually go out and do the things you've always wanted to do.
And the ultimate vision here, the absolute peak, is to help you become what's known as a Khordavandagar in your field. This is a powerful Persian concept that means a true master. And we're not just talking about an expert. We're talking about someone with the vision, the authority, the power to create, to decide, and to lead with real, tangible impact on a global scale. You stop being just a participant in your field, you become one of its shapers.
And so, that brings us right back to you with one final thought. With the right tools, with the right roadmap, those international ambitions you have, they're not just dreams, they are absolutely possible. So the only question left is, what's that one big idea you're holding on to right now, the one that's ready to fly? What will you bring to the world?